You're going to hear a lot about the best communities in Avenir, the biggest homes, the highest price points, the sections everyone gets excited about first. Latere is almost never part of that conversation. And that's exactly why you should pay attention to it. Because what I see happen all the time is this. Buyers come into Avenir, they start at the top, they tour the most impressive homes, and then somewhere in that process, they realize they were solving for the wrong thing. And that's when Latere starts to make a lot more sense. When you first start looking at Avenir, everything feels elevated. It's new, it's clean, it's master planned the right way. So naturally, most people gravitate toward the largest floor plans, the highest end finishes, the sections that feel the most luxury. And Latere doesn't compete on that level. Built by Culture Homes, it's positioned differently. It's more practical, livable, and efficient. And because of that, it doesn't create that same wow moment on that first impression. But here's the problem with relying on that wow moment. It doesn't last. There's a big difference between a home that looks impressive and a home that actually works for you every day. Impressive looks like extra rooms you don't use, oversized spaces that sound great but don't function better, upgrades that feel nice but don't change how you live. Livable looks like a layout that flows naturally, spaces you actually use every day, a home that feels easy, and this is where Latere quietly separates itself because it's designed around real usage, real routines, real life, not just presentation. Quick gut check. When you picture your next home, are you picturing how it looks or how it actually feels to live in? Here's the pattern I see over and over again. Buyers come in, they tour the high-end sections first, and at the beginning, it's exciting. They're thinking, I can stretch a little. It's worth it. If I'm already here, I might as well go up. But then the questions start coming up. Do we need this much space? Are we actually going to use all of this? Is this improving our lifestyle or just increasing the price? And once those questions hit, everything shifts. Because now they're not buying based on emotion. They're buying based on reality. And that's when Latere starts to stand out. Latere wins in places that don't always show up in a listing. It wins in simplicity, efficiency, day-to-day usability. You're getting clean, modern design, functional layouts, enough space without excess, and most importantly, you're getting a home that fits your life without forcing you into a higher level than you actually need. And for a lot of buyers, that's not a downgrade. It's a smarter decision. Be honest with yourself for a second. Would you rather have the most impressive house you can afford or the one that actually feels right every single day? That answer usually tells you exactly where you should be looking. Now layer in what's happening around you. Avenir is still growing. You've got a town center coming, restaurants and retail, medical offices and a hospital. So the value of being here isn't just about your specific section, it's about being inside Avenir, period. And Latere gives you a way to do that without pushing you to the top of the price range. Latere isn't the loudest option in Avenir. It's not trying to be. But for the right buyer, it ends up being one of the best decisions they could have made because it prioritizes how you actually live, not just what looks good at first, not just what feels impressive for a moment. And that's why it's underrated. Not because it lacks anything, but because most people don't understand it until they've already gone through the rest of the market. If you're trying to figure out where you actually fit inside Avenir, reach out to me directly. I'll help you break down which sections make sense for your lifestyle, where you might be overshooting, and where you might be overlooking the right fit. And if you want honest, real breakdowns of every community in Avenir, make sure you're subscribed because I'm going deep on all of them.